Game over. YouTuber formerly known as Masterboard 666, the Omega the Summit, the Performer. Welcome to the channel. So today I got another reaction video. This was recommended me on my Twitter DMs. They was explaining that this particular video that we're about to react to, they're talking about the Splitgate 2 developer. This YouTube channel called the Side Scrollers. I think they're a podcast. Shout outs to them. This is my first time seeing them. And the title of this video is "This is Why You Never Apologize." And we're gonna get right into this video and see what they're talking about here. So let's do it.
You're a pussy! Sorry, but you're a pussy! You just sat there and you caved over a hat that you knew had no meaning to it. You wanna know the reason that I don't feel bad about any of the videos I make? Because I have never once put negative, malicious intent behind the words that I say.
Okay, let's go and move on and talk about this insane story here, Mally. Now, I'm sure you didn't see this. There was an event over the past weekend called Summer Games Fest. And it's a big event put on by Jeff Keighley, #1 video game journalist of all time, who gets all the developers together and they announce their upcoming games and things like that. And there's a game called Splitgate 2 that was announced. Now, I'm going to show you what this guy looked like who announced this game, and you tell me.
Yeah, and I saw that, and he went on stage and said, "Hey, Todd, the FPS, genre is stale." You know what I'm saying? He talked about, "Hey, we wait for that Titanfall 3." Yeah, I remember seeing that. I co-streamed at the Summer Game Fest. It was pretty good. It was pretty based on what he's saying, you know what I'm saying? Then he had a hat called "Make FPS Great Again." And we're going to see what they're talking about, though. So,
if there's anything that you notice.
What's going on here?
Okay. He's on stage. He has the microphone. Would you notice anything about him in particular, Mally? I know maybe your screen might be... What do you notice?
He's cool.
He's cool.
Because he's wearing a MAGA hat.
Well, he's not wearing a MAGA hat. He's wearing a "Make FPS Great Again" hat.
Oh,
right?
That's sick.
So, and he goes on, make first-person shooters great again. He goes on to say this.
I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3.
So he goes on and he's kind of roasting the industry and talking and promoting his game, right? So naturally, Mally, people freak out about this. His hat said "Make FPS Great Again." How dare he? How dare he have something that says "Make blank great again"? Right?
Oh no.
Oh no. And here he was right here afterwards, giving a nice thumbs up with his "Make FPS Great Again" hat right here.
Dope hat. Yeah.
Says, "I'm not here to apologize, but I'm here to clarify. This is not a political statement. It is quite literally what it says, so take it at face value. The state of FPS games is tragically stale. We hope to fix that, whether you want arena, battle royale, onslaught, or map creator." He's like, look, deal with it. Right?
Dude thought it was a funny slogan to rip into his own thing. Cool.
Yep, and he's not here to apologize.
Yeah,
not at all.
good for him.
Not at all.
Good.
Until he is.
Oh my
because yesterday, yesterday he came in and had to apologize.
It's a 3-minute video for a hat. Oh my gosh.
Yep. So let's go and see what he had to say here, and we'll speed it up a little bit. "No excuses. I'm sorry."
Hey guys, it's Ian. You're probably tired of seeing my face by now, but I promise this message is going to be a little bit different than the previous ones. So I've got a lot of questions about what's up with the hat, why'd you wear it, what was the intent? And I want to start by explaining myself. It is really freaking hard as an independent studio to break through the noise. You go to these award shows. We saw it at TGA's. We had this great trailer, and there's 50 other great trailers, and didn't really have an impact. And so at our biggest stage, coming out of beta, we needed something to grab attention. And the honest truth is, we tried to think of something, and this is what we came up with. We did not intend for this to be taken in any political way whatsoever. And I'm not an idiot. Like, obviously, I knew there would be some level of controversy, but we really saw this as a meme that was kind of stating our truth, which is we do want to improve this genre. We are disappointed with the state of the genre. And so we took it as a meme that we thought would not be nearly as received the way it was, negatively received as the way it was. And so I want to apologize. And genuinely,
oh,
you can
my God.
You don't have to believe me.
What are you apologizing for?
Oh, somebody! Oh, he needs some milk.
Hold on. Let me go back.
Questions about what's up with the hat, why'd you wear it, what was the intent. And I want to start by explaining myself. It is really freaking hard as an independent studio to break through the noise. You go to these award shows. We saw it at TGA's. We have this great trailer, and there's 50 other great trailers, and didn't really have an impact. And so, at our biggest stage, coming out of beta, we needed something to grab attention. And the honest truth is, we tried to think of something, and this is what we came up with. We did not intend for this to be taken in any political way whatsoever. And I'm not an idiot. Like, obviously, I knew there would be some level of controversy. But we really saw this as a meme that was kind of stating our truth, which is we do want to improve this genre. We are disappointed with the state of the genre. And so we took it as a meme that we thought would not be nearly as received the way it was, negatively received as the way it was. And so I want to apologize. And genuinely, you can...
he needs some milk.
Bruh. Why? Why are you apologizing? Because somebody on the Twitter fingers that probably wasn't gonna buy or play your game anyway complained about it? Like, really? Like, you probably lost respect from people, including myself, that was going to play your game. You folded under probably little to zero pressure from people that was probably offended of what you said. Man, you shot your own campaign of promoting your game in the foot. I swear, y'all gamers and game developers, man, y'all spineless, dog. Y'all spineless. Most of these gamers today are spineless, man. And gaming developers. But let's continue. Let's ride out.
You don't have to believe me. But the truth is, I am sorry. And the reason I'm sorry is because of what this has done to the community. The most important thing to me right now is I want to have an amazing community. That is the reason that I built 1047. That's the reason I love my job, is because I wake up every day. I have friends in the community, Mikavelli, Tovar, all these great people who I play games with, who I get their feedback, I talk to them. I mean, these are the people who got us through the dark times. And I hate seeing division. And that's what I'm seeing right now on both sides. There's division in the community. And for that, I am truly sorry. And again, I'll reiterate, I do stand by the intent of this, which is the intent truly is, take it at face value. We do want to improve this genre. We do feel that the genre is in a bad state, and we want to make FPS games as amazing as possible. But I also understand that it's not just about intent, it's about impact. And the platform that we have had has had a negative impact, and for that, I'm truly sorry. Yeah, I mean, I wish things were different, and I appreciate all the feedback.
You're a
That's all I got,
pussy!
guys.
Sorry, but you're a fucking pussy! You just sat there and you fucking caved over a hat that you knew had no meaning to it. You wanna know the reason that I don't feel bad about any of the fucking videos I make? Because I have never once put negative, malicious intent behind the words that I say. I am mad about what's going on in the government. I'm upset with the choices people make. I am not maliciously attacking anybody. So for this guy to go out and wear a hat that says make FPS great again, and then feel the compulsive need to apologize for it? Bro, did you go out intending to hurt people with it? Because if not, shut up! You don't owe anyone an apology! You're being a cuck! God!
You're right, 100%. 100% you're right.
I agree with her. And the girl that was just talking, she probably saw him, you know, she said she's cool. She probably low-key saw him attractive. And then after, you know, he said what he said, it just went downhill from her. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're less of a man. That you know, fellas, I have to hold y'all accountable for this. You have to stand on business. You have to hold your nuts and say things with your chest. And, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, women like that. Women, you know, attracted to that. They attracted to masculinity. This ain't masculinity. This is you freaking bending over on someone or somebody that probably wasn't going to play your game anyway. A lot of these, you know, people that are talking about games, that are talking about, or that's outraged on the internet, are not even gamers for real. So why will you apologize to, you know, people that's not going to even play the game, probably going to watch it on YouTube or something? You know, like why would you do that? You think I'm going to apologize for stuff that I say? Even though I might come out as a little harsh, but sometimes there's harsh in truth. you never gonna see me fold like that, you know. That's just the bottom line. If I like don't get a deal or something like that, oh, so be it, you know. But I don't never want to say things to, you know, hurt people, or, you know, just be straight out evil when it comes down to topics and stuff like that. I'm saying what is true, and I stand on that. So, you know, fellas, y'all gotta stand on business with what y'all saying. But like, for this guy, like, to even apologize for that, there's nothing to apologize about. Let's ride out.
Right, and the idea that he's apologizing to people who aren't playing his game, who won't play his game, and this idea of division. Look, he's not wrong. He's not wrong in that it's very hard to cut through the noise.
Yeah.
He's not.
It was a smart move. He just shouldn't have apologized for it, because now he's undone all of it. Now nobody cares.
1000%. He's gone out of his way to ostracize not just the people who hated him in the first place for wearing the hat. Now he's all the people who were like, oh, that's cool, and all the people who were indifferent. Now he's shown his true colors here, which is the biggest issue with that.
Yeah, you wanted that to be an attention grabber. You kind of killed the attention grabby part by being a pussy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So,
well, I wanted to point out some of the responses to this. Now, this is from Arter. He is one of the guys behind this game called Soulash 2. Soulash 2 was the attempt of a cancel culture campaign not too long ago, and he quote tweeted this. He says, "This is what you don't do as a leader. If you can't stand up for yourself with something as insignificant as a meme hat and fold under online pressure, you just showed all your employees and business partners that you're weak and unreliable. If anyone he's responsible for under his leadership, or any partner gets in trouble for nothing, this guy will join the mob of spoiled brats and apply pressure by cutting ties, like many of my old, quote, friends did. You will lose your job under him if anyone knows you vote right wing. You will lose a partnership if you participate in a public discourse saying something a radical moron living in a bubble thinks is inappropriate. Zero respect for people like him. They continue to make hard times for everyone." Right here. I think that's a brilliantly said statement right there.
And that's the thing too. Like, I don't like politics when it comes down to like video games. Just play the video games and have fun. Like, stop putting all your ideologies on you know, in that space, man. Just play video games. Shut up, play video games, have fun, talk about the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, God dang it. Like, just let's ride out.
Dude, right there. Good stuff. This from someone else, TGD over on X's. If you get offended over a Make FPS Great Again hat, you're the biggest bitch known to man, and I'll die on that hill.
Fucking retweet, man. Yes.
It's amazing to see that even in 2025, people are still like his idea of like, I don't want to divide anybody. Don't divide anybody. Well, then you probably shouldn't have done that in the first place. You need, like, controversy works to grow your brand, right? And in this case, it worked. I mean, there was a massive jump, a 3x jump in player base on his game. And my thought, as always, is the market will decide. So let's see how it's going here. Some of the reviews and the number of people who are playing the game right now. It had an all-time peak, Mally, 5 days ago after this, with 25,000 players. And you can see it was pretty steady for the last few days. And then he apologized, and it's dropped off. And if you look at the time here, yesterday, this was right now at 5 o'clock UTC. Or I'm sorry, yeah, well, 12.
People are still, play, Splitgate too, but he's not gonna have that 19 to almost 20,000 player base no more. I think it's gonna go downhill from there. I could be wrong, but no, you have to. As a man, you have to show that you believe in yourself so other people can believe in you. Let's ride out.
1700 UTC. There's 8,000 players playing. Let's go back 24 hours just to kind of take a look here. They're down 3,000 players compared to where they were yesterday. And this is a free-to-play game, which means that's 3,000 less customers that they have spending money on their game, potentially helping them get to a point of profitability and such. So ultimately, the market will decide, and people are not super happy. And it's a shame because this is a game that looks really, really fun. It has portals in it, and you can go from various places on the map. It looks really, really fun. But this idea that you have to cater to anytime somebody's upset or somebody's divided or somebody doesn't see eye to eye on certain things. I just don't understand it. Like this idea that you can't have a different opinion, or you can't think it a certain way, or you can't vote a certain way, specifically in the video game industry. Otherwise, you're labeled as an istophobe, whatever. Yeah. It's crazy. Labs, you got anything on that?
I still am going to try the game out. I don't really care about the whole controversy around it. If it's a good game, it's a good game. I think he shouldn't have done it in the first place. I'm gonna be honest. You
don't think he should have done it?
No, because now of all this bullshit going around it, it's around the messaging of the game. You completely take away from the game itself. If he had done it in the first place and he didn't make the apology, fine. But he did, so now it's used to do it in the first place, in my opinion.
No, I get that. Yeah, it's like he knew going into that he didn't have the balls to do a stunt like that.
Yeah, he even said it was controversial. So it's like, you shouldn't have done it in the first place. You could have thought of something else more unique.
Bro, you gotta handle the heat that comes with it. Like, it's a dual thing.
Yeah. So I played a little bit of the first game. It was interesting to me, so I kind of want to see how this one goes. If it's bad, I won't play it. It's pretty much that simple. But yeah, I do want to point out that somebody in the Rumble chat said this pretty well from Mock. He says, to be frank, the drop-off could also be just because there's less hype around the announcement, not necessarily the apology, which is true. It could just be no one really knew about this game. It's kind of going under the radar. So, yeah.
Well, you see the responses here from a lot of folks, and this is a tale as old as time in a situation like this, where you go like, what are you doing? Don't apologize. You can't apologize, because when you apologize to people who, they're just going to take you out at the knees, and there's no reason. They already don't like you, and you apologizing isn't going to make them like you or play your game. It's a lose-lose situation. And Colin Moriarty over here, who's been in the industry for a long time, Last Stand Media, used to be at Kind of Funny. He says, why are you apologizing? The industry's old media ideologues, what's left of them, have literally no power anymore. You don't need to appease them. It's not 2015. You're free. Jeremy over at Geeks and Gamers says, never apologize. You just have to up big time. This is why I go overboard with my Trump support, because I will never let these freaks determine who or what I support. I'll just become more obnoxious when they cry. F your feelings forever. So the response to this has been, a lot of this. Like, what are you doing? And I guess we'll find out here in the next week or so, especially specifically this weekend, if there's a huge jump in player base or if it falls off a cliff.
Ian, like he did what he did on stage was ballsy, but he had the dog in him. You know what I'm saying? He had it in him. Like I said, man, a lot of people probably ain't gonna have no respect for you, so as a gaming developer or for your game, probably not even gonna play it. But I played it. It's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I like the Splitgate 2 game. But yeah, put it in the comments. Let's have a discussion about this. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, subscribe if you new. I do a variety of videos here. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.